My coworkers were teasing me a lot today. They said I looked so nervous at the wedding.
You were really nervous, right? Your voice was shaking a little during the groom's speech at the end.
Really?
Well, I was nervous too. My boss complimented me, though. He said it was a great wedding.
Considering how much time we didn't have, it turned out to be a great wedding. Some people thought I was getting married too soon, though.
Generally speaking, we did get married pretty quickly.
What can I say? It was love at first sight. Besides, we were both looking for someone to marry since the beginning. If we were just looking for love, we might have dated for longer.
That's true. We did start dating with the intention of getting married.
It doesn't matter how long we were together. Just because we've been together for 5-10 years doesn't mean it's going to work out.
10 years is way too long, LOL. Also, I got a wedding gift from my grandma. She said she had a hard time deciding what to give us, and decided to send us a gift card, LOL.
I guess she wants us to buy whatever we want with it. I think she made the right choice. I don't want something I don't need as a wedding gift.
It looks like we have a lot in this gift card. We could buy dishwashers, vacuum cleaners.
That's awesome. I'll think about it too when I get home.
Yeah, let's figure it out together.
I mean, I'm making the ultimate decision, though.
What? Why would you say that? Let's pick it out together.
I'll make important decisions like this. I don't want you to get something boring like a vacuum cleaner.
Then what is it that you want?
Food is better, of course.
Really?
Yeah. Are you dumb? We already have a vacuum cleaner. We don't need another one. That's like throwing money down the drain.
I don't know about that. I think we need a better one. Not a bad idea, right?
No. You don't understand. Our vacuum right now works perfectly fine. That'd be dumb to get another one.
I don't really like the way you're talking right now. Can you change the way you say that?
What do you mean?
It's arrogant. You sound like you think I'm stupid.
I am above you.
Better than me?
Of course.
Why?
I make more money. I have a better education. So I'm better than you.
Wait, are you serious?
I'm serious. Is there a problem?
There's a problem with everything you're saying right now.
You don't have a college degree, right? And I do.
Yeah?
And you work for a small company that doesn't pay much. I work for a big company that everyone knows about.
And that makes you better than me?
Of course it does.
I'm a little confused.
Why don't you get it? See, you are dumb.
I gotta go back to work. I'll talk to you later. Hey, what's going on in the house? It's so dirty. Can you not clean up after yourself when I'm gone?
Hey, Risa, you're back from your business trip.
I leave the house for 3 days and this is what I come home to? The used dishes are still in the sink. You didn't even do the laundry.
Huh? Why would I do that? Why don't you just clean it up from now?
Can you stop making a mess and do a little housework? I have never seen you do housework since we got married.
'Cause housework is your job.
When was that decided?
It's a given.
I'm not a housewife. We both work, so the housework should be shared. It's too much work for me.
I can't do housework. I mean, I won't. 'Cause I hate it.
Then at least take out the trash. Nowadays, housework is supposed to be shared between a husband and wife.
That's your own idea.
Ask your friends. They at least help out a little. That's such toxic masculinity. It's out of date.
Shut up. Don't forget that I'm better than you. Your nagging is getting annoying, you poor high school grad.
Are you still saying that? It's not about who's better. Stop acting like a child and take care of the house.
What do you mean? Don't get cocky or I'll get a divorce.
Excuse me? You're saying if I don't want a divorce, do the housework?
You're my wife. You're supposed to do the housework. Housework is your job. That was my plan from the start when I married you.
What? You didn't want a wife then? You wanted a housekeeper that makes money. I'm not that convenient, and it's not right to threaten me with divorce like that.
That's a good point. You're right.
Huh?
You're right. What I need is a housekeeper who can also make money. I don't need a useless woman who can only do one or the other. If you don't do the housework, I'll throw you out.
Are you kidding me right now?
You don't want a divorce, right? Then shut up and do the housework.
I didn't think you were such a prick. I'm disappointed.
Hey, you're not home yet. Where's my dinner?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? Also, my dishes from breakfast are still left here. And there's a pile of laundry in the laundry room. What am I going to wear tomorrow? I don't have any more shirts.
Why don't you clean up after yourself and do your own laundry? I'm not doing housework anymore.
What are you talking about?
I can't take it anymore. I can't stand this unfair life.
So you're going to boycott? Don't be stupid. You're lower than me, so shut up and do the housework.
I don't know what you mean by lower. I've had enough.
You're a poor high school graduate. I work for a big company. Didn't I tell you before? I said I'd divorce you if you didn't do housework. You don't want a rich guy like me to divorce you, right? LOL.
If that's what it is, I'm actually better than you. I make more money than you, so let's get divorced. All right, it's decided. LOL.
What?
I'll gladly divorce you. I won't have to take care of you anymore. I'm so relieved.
Wait a minute. We're talking about a divorce. You know that, right?
And I'm saying I'm willing to do it. I made up my mind when you mentioned it. I'm honestly glad we're getting divorced. LOL. I'm not dependent on your income anyways, so it won't hurt me.
You make more money than me? What are you talking about? Are you trying to act tough?
You're the idiot. You're the one who thinks I make less than you.
I don't think. It's a fact.
Really? Why would you think that?
Because you work for a small company I've never even heard of. They just make machine parts, right? In my experience, those companies don't make a lot of money and pay very little. Everyone knows that.
So, you predicted my salary based on stereotypes? That's absurd. I've had enough of your assumptions.
It's not an assumption. It's based on my experience and knowledge.
Then I guess you don't have enough experience and knowledge. My company may be small, but we have been making a lot of money and getting a lot of attention in recent years. And I get paid a decent salary.
There's no way.
You and I have different positions to begin with. You may work for a big company, but you're still a low-rank employee. I'm already in middle management.
Oh, you're in such a high position?
I'm the leader of my department. I have a title.
You're the head of a department? You? That's impossible. You're too young, and you're a woman. You wouldn't get promoted.
We're a young company, but that's why we don't have a seniority system or any of those old traditions. As long as you're good at what you do, age and gender doesn't matter. That's why I was able to get promoted even though I'm a woman in my 30s.
What the hell is that? LOL. I can't believe you got promoted. I guess it is a dumb company after all.
Don't think you're better just because you got a job at a big company. I work hard for my position. You just get to play around every day.
Huh?
Even if you don't contribute for years, even if your colleagues get promoted, you can just sit around doing nothing. I'm telling you now, when something happens to your company, you'll be the first to get fired.
Shut up. I have my own way of working.
Even if it's fine with you, will the company be fine with it? I mean, we talked about our income before we got married. How come you don't know how much I make? Did you forget?
I don't know. I didn't ask you.
I'm pretty sure I told you.
I remember. I think you said $1,500 a month. Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
No, of course not. I was never paid $1,500. My first job even paid $1,800.
I think it was on our second date. Before we got married, we talked about our incomes. That's when you told me $1,500.
No, I told you then that I made $3,500. I'm making more now than I was then. You were drunk, so you must have misheard me. You probably also assumed that my salary would be lower because I'm a high school graduate.
Is that so?
That has to be it. Besides, salary doesn't change how great you are.
Of course it does.
Does it? Then, by your logic, that makes me better than you. You're going to do the housework from now on?
How can you say you make more money than me? Stop lying to me. I'm not falling for it.
I don't care if you believe me or not. I'm leaving this house. I can't stand this stupidity anymore.
Who are you calling stupid? I'm a college graduate.
What's the point of going to college if you're this stupid? What a waste of tuition! I feel sorry for your parents.
That's enough. I don't believe your lies.
Suit yourself. Either way, I'm moving out of this house. I have the divorce papers ready.
What the hell are you deciding on your own?
On my own? You're the one who brought it up in the first place. What do you think you're doing? I heard you stormed into my office earlier. Are you not ashamed of yourself?
Because I wanted to make sure you were lying.
But that doesn't mean you should just barge into my office. I heard you made a scene at the reception.
The receptionist tried to turn me away, so I just told them I came to ask about my wife's income. The receptionist even called the building security.
It's insane to go into a company and ask about income. Of course they'd kick you out. But my boss came out and told you how much I make, right? Now you know I'm not lying.
I got that, but...
But what? You're still not convinced? Can you just stop being a nuisance to others?
I'm not being a nuisance.
You embarrassed me. And my bosses found it annoying. They filed a complaint with your company after you left.
What? Complaints? What the hell did you say to them?
Your employees came in and interfered with our business. He was following his ex-wife around and came to the office.
What? Ex-wife? You haven't filed for divorce yet.
I left with the intention of leaving you, so it's the same. Sooner or later, we'll get divorced. I heard you missed work today. I'm sure your boss will say something about it when you get to work tomorrow.
I didn't interfere or disturb the business. Your company is small. You can't complain to a big company. You should know your place.
Are you still talking like that? You're the one who should know your place, you idiot.
I don't care about complaints. Just because a small business has a complaint doesn't mean they can do anything about it. A large company doesn't care about complaints from a small company. It won't affect me.
It doesn't matter to our company whether you work for a big company or not. To my company, you're just an annoying freak. To your company, you're nothing but an ordinary employee. They don't owe you any favors.
What did you say?
When my boss filed a complaint, he got it forwarded to the higher-ups at headquarters. They said they'd punish the offending employee. That's too bad. It seems like it'll affect you a lot.
Punish?
There's no way you'll get away with this. Don't you dare take advantage of us just because we're a small company. Our company has grown by taking jobs from big companies. Don't underestimate us.
What the hell? Suddenly you're saying you make more money than me, and the company is going to punish me? What the hell is going on?
I bet this is going to keep you from getting another promotion, isn't it? If I were your boss, I would fire you immediately. The company doesn't need an employee who is not only not good at what he does, but also causes problems. I think you should know your place. I don't need a useless person who's stupid, doesn't make more money than me, and doesn't do housework. I eventually divorced John. I no longer have to be belittled and told sexist comments. I can now live a stress-free life. On the other hand, John took a pay cut at work. A year after the divorce, his company's performance deteriorated due to the Great Recession. As expected, John was the first to go. The company I work for was able to survive and continues to grow without a drop in performance. John ruined his life by living so arrogantly. It's great that he graduated from a good university and got a job at a good company. But that doesn't mean it's okay to look down on others. John lost his job and there was no one to help him when he was in trouble. He contacted me to say he was sorry, but of course, I ignored him. I have had no problems since the divorce. In fact, I enjoy my life more than I did when I was married.